Welcome back, team. As promised, I'm going to run you through head to toe my riding outfit for all occasions, but let's call this the summer edition. In my mind, riding is the same act, whether you're, riding motocross bike, an enduro bike, an adventure bike. Anything that is off-road focused is one outfit that you build on, one base outfit, and you just build to suit the conditions, the terrain, the motorcycle. The first item in the ritual, whether I'm in my tent in the middle of the desert, absolute must-have, purpose-built knee brace socks. They're good for boots, they're good for your shins, they're good for your thighs. You don't want to be riding along thinking about something cutting into the back of your calf or something chafing. The main reason I wear these is because of these. Basically the ultimate knee protection. These are the latest pod knee braces, and the beauty of them, they're evolved into full-on thigh and shin protectors. I'm not too far back from 8 days in Thailand. I lived in these things for 8 days. Cannot ride without them. They're basically just helmets for your knees. Man, you probably saw, I threw it away on the second last day in Thailand. About fourth gear, just laid it down to avoid hitting this bloody bulldozer. Not so much as a scratch on my legs, nothing. Knees were the least of my worries. I don't ride without them. I don't travel without them. Right, summer edition, moto pants. Lightweight is key. Between this layer and this layer sliding over itself, you'd be surprised at how much protection these things give for an initial impact when you hit the deck. I'll just jump forward quickly. In my jacket, it's got a rally pocket. In the back of this, what lives in there is wet weather pullover pants and a wet weather spray jacket. Even in summer, that's where those two items live, in the jacket. Anyway, I'll get to that later. Boots. Again, summer edition. Forget the over boot pants. You'd be amazed at how much heat will just naturally escape out of the boot when you haven't sealed the top up. Alright? I've never been an over the boot guy. These are Alpine Star Tech 7s, my go-to boot for everything. Racing, enduro, global adventure. Purely like maximum protection and maximum comfort. Zero distraction. You know a good boot when there is even pressure around your whole foot. Shin, ankle, heel, balls of your feet, toes, everything. If you just feel even pressure around the whole foot, that's the boot you want. I know what you're all thinking, Jersey Bandit, but look, the beauty of a jersey, a motocross jersey, they are unbelievably strong and well vented, right? And the purpose for that is because they're designed as a layer between your skin and other protection. So they're designed to have body armor worn over the top. So they're naturally it's the best contact for your skin if you're putting other things over the top. Body armor, jackets, backpacks, airbag vests. This is my base layer. Whether I'm in the Himalayas or the Aussie Outback. Himalayas, the winter edition, I'll go into it more because I'd actually have a thermal. But for the summer edition, this is my base layer. I'm making this Tech Air vest part of my outfit just because of, safety first. Nice, comfortable. One of the most important adventure items is the jacket. What they carry, how much airflow you can get. But the number one feature for an off-road jacket, for me, it's got to have removable sleeves. It doesn't matter what venting in the arms, in the chest, and all this hoo-ha about airflow, unless the sleeves can come off, you are going to cook. Rodney and I proved that in the Simpson. We went from the cold WA southwest from here, and as we elevated diagonally up into Central Australia, we just geared up in our routine, and 2, maybe 3 days in, we're still in our full jackets with vents open going, God, geez, it's hot. And then before we hit the main Simpson part, we just committed, sleeves off, and what a game changer. When you know, you know. Alright, so this has removable sleeves. The second most important element of an off-road jacket, built-in bladder housing in the liner, right? These are just a must-have. It's part of my outfit, winter or summer. And sure, it all adds up with weight, but just like your fuel tank, this gets lighter with distance. But the other thing is, that fluid cell is just another layer of protection down your back. This is the beauty of this jacket. It's got these front to back exhaust vents, right? And it's in the perfect spot because it's just pulling and drawing that heat out of your body. Just sitting here, this is already hot, the heat that's gathering in this whole area here. But with that sleeve gone, it's just dumping all the heat out. This whole side of me is cooler than this side. If you're serious about ventilation, you will not get a jacket to ventilate like one with removable sleeves. Simple as that. These are a must-have. Neck scarves. I'll get some Motology ones made up in the meantime. Got a new Camel ADV one out of the packet. Old mate sent me a while ago. Gloves, let's talk about gloves. The lightest weight possible, thinnest. You gotta try it. You gotta try motocross gloves for your adventure riding in the summer. Basically, you do not want any bulk layers here. You want a single layer, super fine, high quality leather, right? I've done it. I've done the cross countries. I've raced till the skins come off my hands. Anyone that's raced knows, and there is no other way for longevity and comfort than single layer palm and fingers, just perfect feel of the grips, breathability, you don't get hot. A lot of adventure lids on the market, great, all the rest. I can't stand a bubble face in the bush, and even desert scrub tracks, anything up to, sure, Top Gear on a motorway, drop the visor and bring it. But generally all off-road, which is mostly what I try and do, helmet and goggles. The amount of stuff that can float around and get in your eyes without goggles. But the other thing about the goggles, it really creates that sealed environment around your eyes. It just allows for the sharpest vision. If you can get the carbon fiber helmets, go carbon. Basically, if they've spent the money to make a carbon shell, the design work for the impact resistance, the harder the shell is, the more softer the foam they can run inside. The softer the shell is, the harder the foam is they have to put inside. And they're the knockout specials. You don't want the knockout specials. Pay the money. You spend 20, 30, 40 grand on a motorcycle, don't just cheap out and buy a $200-300 helmet. You want the top of the range helmet, simple as that. Right on, we're back in adventure mode on the Iron Horse. I love it. Credit where credit's due. There is a legend in Switzerland. His name is Jörg. I'll put the link to the company in the description and you'll be able to follow it. He's the master. I sent him my Trip Master dead and he's fully refurbished it. And the best thing is, he's put this voltage meter by light, and the green light it means your whole system is running at the perfect voltage, right? Yeah, he's basically upgraded it with more modern capacitors, but whatever. He does his thing. It's awesome. He's your guy.
summer sports at one of the reservoirs in the southwest. This is a bit of a ski dam. I'll just keep it low key because even though I'm a registered vehicle, you just know they're going to frown upon a motorcycle being here. The horse loves it. Is hauling ass. Wow, she loves it. Definitely got more go than the Warhorse. Full 62 horsepower. Just going back on what I was talking about, your gear offering zero distraction, I can just reinforce everything I've said, honestly, and what I was saying about the motocross glove for hot weather, you know, is you just want, that's like top quality leather. It's going to protect you if you go down, right? Maybe not 200 kilometers an hour on a motorway, but off-road and just your general highway speeds, it's just protection, comfort, just quality, you know. Really starting to settle into the horse now. With this suspension and decent tires, it just feels, you know, it's obviously a legendary adventure bike, but it's just got really good enduro bike qualities when it's suspended right. And by enduro bike, I mean just duck and weave like you're on a much smaller machine. It's suspended to handle its weight now, you know. I feel I could probably shave off a heap of time here. What are the chances of these power lines intersecting straight up there? I'll just leave it on that and run with it. I reckon I'm going to go straight up there. Let's go. Let's climb this hill anyway. What an epic run on the horse. The Iron Horse. Let the big dog out to eat. She just hauls ass. The Iron Horse will definitely run with the best of them. Clock 200 k's and the first warning light has just gone on. So getting to know the Iron Horse. the range, had a bit of everything, but I'll get some fuel up ahead.
For 200 Ks, used about 15 litres. So what's that? 7.5 to the 100. Not bad.
You know what else I'm pretty happy about? My wheel lacing. Considering I'm running motocross tyres and haven't even balanced the wheels, she just glides along. The old Southwest Highway. These are my old horns. It's pretty hot. Like, they heat up the most when they're getting the heat coming off the highway, the hot tarmac. And you got hot winds and you know, sitting on 5,000 RPM. So, look at her. She's sitting perfectly in the middle. So my aluminium security mesh radiator guards are working a treat. The novelty of letting her howl through the gears just never wears off. It just puts a smile on your face every time you open the throttle and just let her bark, especially drifting through a turn. The old power lines track, she gets pretty rough in some sections. Whoa. Big girl loves it. Guano suspension setup is working pretty bloody good. And she's got a full tank, like pretty close to a full tank. So, yeah, I'm happy. Pushing my luck a bit. Don't want to dent my new rims or get a flat. I'm still a fair way from civilization. I've got no tubes, but this is awesome. Starting to feel really comfortable on the horse, like at one with it. I mean, you know, she was just a pile of parts before. I mean, she was just a pile of parts for so long, and must be coming up to 300 kilometers today, and that's the most I've ever done on this bike. You know, when I bought it, I just pulled it apart and started the refurb. So yeah, she's definitely, everything's loosening up, rattling into place, so to speak. Just negotiate these rocks. Pretty aggressive rocks for the rims. Right. Yeah, I think it's important, if you're going to travel big on a bike, to form a relationship with it. Understand everything about it, you know. Wait. yeah, I'm testing everything, giving the bike a good shakedown. The kit that I'm wearing is exactly what I'm going to be traveling in, and so far, yeah, it's really good. Not sweating too much, I'm comfortable, nothing's bothering me in any way whatsoever. Yeah, it's good when I can, you know, it keeps coming back to that old saying, free shit's no good unless it's good. I won't accept any kind of sponsorship unless it's the real deal. I'm pretty much clad with the real deal. Tires, oil, helmets, boots, knee guards, all the main elements of motorcycling covered by the best. So yeah, I just like to put my money where my mouth is, I suppose, especially if I'm out here telling it like it is. Just cruise so the drone can keep up. She's hanging in there, she's doing a great job. But I'm also, yeah, I definitely don't want to pop a tyre or dent my new rims, that'd suck. Oi. How rough is it, but I know already I can soften the front suspension a touch. She's got plenty in the bank for going a tad softer. I'll probably do it, you know. It's brilliant. Definitely wouldn't be running this pace on the horse, the war horse that is, and I could go a bit quicker, but I should probably keep half an eye on the drone. She's doing a great job. Just keep going, son. You just track me. These are like enduro tracks. Nice hill climb now. So rough. And that side glare straight in the eyes isn't helping. But listen to the horse, just dominating. She loves it. She just absolutely loves it. Bit of a bushfire down the hill. Choppers are thundering overhead. Just standard WA life. Can we please take 2 minutes to admire this legendary horse? So awesome. Nailed it today. Its first adventure, 340 Ks. I love it. There's a couple of little things I'll dial in. Probably one more episode before she gets crated up, I reckon. But as for the riding gear, it speaks for itself, you know. It's a pretty friggin' hot day, like no one's riding. I just do this for you guys, you know. Nah, I needed to give the Iron Horse a good shakedown, and she has shaken down well. Awesome. That's it for today. I don't want to be late for a dinner at a mate's place, and yeah, that's all you get. Hit the subscribe button, you know the drill.